Let me drop a little game for you women though. Let me tell you what a man to do. If a man will put a value on you just off of appearance, your conversation, how you speak, how you hold yourself, how you carry yourself, all that. And if he don't feel like that your value is like this here, if your value is not high, then he gonna okay. So let's say that she's told me that she like Juliet's. By my perception of her, I can agree with that. I can see that. So I'm willing to take her to Juliet's. Now, if you're a woman that the guy don't think that you worth that, he might think, well, not Juliet's, but we can do the Red Wagon and Harm Clark. Or we can Gringos, Olive Garden. We can go through the drive-through at Chacho's. And if he really think you ain't shit, he gonna, well, let's just get chimichangas and go back to the highs. Yeah, but you don't let nobody place no value on you. But men will do that. I know you women will too, but I'm talking in this sense, men will take a look at you and right then and there, depending on how he see you, he will give you a value and he will decide like what is he willing to do with you and for you. Yep. Oh, silly me, man. I'll let y'all do it to me again, man. The first time y'all convinced me I need to start going out here to date, I went on that first date where that girl started putting out these butt beads and butt plugs and stuff on the dinner table. Yeah, that was her side hustle. But I guess she brought it to dinner to make it my side plate, I guess. And then the second one, oh, y'all remember the second one where the girl was sitting right next to me at the bar the whole time. The girl I was supposed to be meeting, but I didn't know it was her. And she thought I was being rude and ignoring her the whole time she was sitting there. But the only reason why I didn't know it was her because I didn't recognize her because she face just made up and she looked totally different. Because over here on IG, it's filter face. Over here at the bar, it's unfiltered. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, y'all did it to me again, but I decided I wasn't gonna listen to y'all no more. And I said, if I'm gonna get out here and date anybody, it's gonna be on my terms. And so that's just what I did though. That's what I did. I went on a third one. But this time I felt like I had a good chance of making a real connection because it was with this young lady that I always see when I'm out and about. And every time I see her, she's well put together. She's looking nice. She's smelling good. And I always see her in these like, not the hood spots, but it'd be like downtown, midtown, Houston areas and everything. And we flirt a lot and we have exchanged numbers a few times, but I didn't reach out. She never reached out. Just I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I just get the number and plus y'all already had me traumatized for trying to date before with the mother too crazy. So now it's like it's 1 week. I really didn't have nothing planned for the weekend. I didn't have no jobs to do, no bookings to do. So I decided, well, let me go and get this a chance, man. Let me go and reach out to her and see if she's available to hang out this weekend. And so I texted and I texted. I'm like, hey, this black how you doing? She's like, oh, hey, Mr. Never Call, Never Reach Out. And I just like LOL. I'm like, yeah, just trying to see what you got planned this weekend. If you're not doing anything, would you like to go out and, have some drinks and a little conversation? And she was like, well, this weekend is great because I don't have anything planned, but I don't really drink. So do you mind if we just do dinner or something like that? Oh, fine, I could do dinner or whatever. And I said, what's best for you? She said, well, by Saturday. I said, Saturday's cool. What about 8 o'clock? She's like, 8 o'clock is great. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, well, we're still texting. So I'm like, what kind of food you like? Or do you have a favorite place you like to go to? And she's like, well, I'm a simple girl. I ain't that fancy. It don't take much to please me. And she's like, I like all kinds of food. So whatever would do. I said, well, give me a little, some a little bit of something to go by, or to pick. I kind of wanted it to be a nice night. She said, well, my favorite restaurant is Juliet's. Look, you can't tell me you simple and you not fancy and then turn around and tell me you Juliet's. You might as well tell me 1 + 1 is 6 because not fancy and Juliet's do not even go together. But like I say, baby girl, every time I see her, she look like she looked like a Juliet person. She looked like she like the better things and so I didn't really mind. let me drop a little game for you women though. Let me tell you what a man to do. If a man will put a value on you just off of appearance, your conversation, how you speak, how you hold yourself, how you carry yourself, all that. And if he don't feel like that your value is like this, if your value is not high, then he gonna okay. So let's say that she's told me that she like Juliet's. By my perception of her, I can agree with that. I can see that. So I'm willing to take her to Juliet's. Now, if you're a woman that the guy don't think that you worth that, he might think, well, not Juliet's, but we can do the Red Wagon and Harm Clark. Or we can Gringos, Olive Garden. We can go through the drive-through at Chacho's. And if he really think you ain't shit, he gonna, well, let's just get chimichangas and go back to the highs. Yeah, but you don't let nobody place no value on you. But men will do that. I know you women will too, but I'm talking in this sense, men will take a look at you and right then and there, depending on how he see you, he will give you a value and he will decide like what is he willing to do with you and for you. I know there's some women around here that feel like a man gotta date them 3 to 4 or 5 months before they can get even intimate, or maybe longer than that, and that's fine because you don't let nobody else put a value on you and you don't let nobody else put no time frame on you. But a man would sit back and say, 3 months ain't worth it, baby girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing all that. I'm not finna not go through all that 3 months. If anything, a week or two is good. But you don't hold them. You hold your value and you demand to be respected and as such. But I'm just letting y'all know that's what the game goes. So baby girl say Juliet is her spot. And that's fine with me because I like Juliet's too. You know what I'm saying? And I every time I go, I try to pick something new to try. So she's like, cool. She say, but I said, so look here. So how you want to do this? Do you need me to pick you up, or what? What side of town she stay on? She's like, well, I'm on the southwest side. I'm on the south side. Juliet's on the southwest side. And so that's what I tell her. I said, okay, you already out there on that side of town with a restaurant there. She said, okay, cool. Well, this is what I do. I will Uber to Juliet's and meet you at 8 o'clock. And if everything goes well during dinner, then maybe I can jump in with you and we can go, out to a bar or a club or something like that after dinner. So I'm like, okay, cool, baby girl. Like, she got a little thing together. She got a little routine. I can dig it. Now, let me tell y'all another thing. If a man set a date for you, if y'all talked about going out on a Monday, and you haven't reached out to him none the rest of that week, if he haven't reached out to you none that week, or he have reached out to you and you have not responded, then in my eyes, the date is not going to happen. Don't hit me on Saturday. Hey, you, are we still on? On for what? Oh, I ain't heard from you. I ain't think you was still rocking. So anyway, we talked throughout the week and kind of had me excited about going because the last two y'all sent me on was whack as hell. Saturday come, fresh and fly. Hey, on the way. She like, me too. Oh, yeah. This is already like looking like it's going to be a little something nice. I get to the restaurant and lo and behold, she's already there sitting at the bar. And she has like a little drink of water and everything. So I walked up to her like, hey, how you doing? Oh, you look nice. You smell nice. I'm glad to see you. I've been excited to, whatever. And so we go ahead and get seated at our table. The waiter come on over and he like, let me take your drink. Your drink orders, right? So she say, wow, I'd have had busy week, like I need a drink. My antennas go off a little bit, but just a little bit, because baby girl say that she don't really drink, but she also just said that she had a hard week. So she was like, is happy hour still going? And he say, well, yeah, you got about like 10 minutes left on happy hour. She say, yeah, because I gotta get me a drink on y'all happy hour price because y'all regular price drinks are too much for me to be paying for just for a little drink. So I'm like, okay, baby girl, she a little frugal. She ain't tripping. I'm cool with happy hour too. And then she said, well, let me get a lemon drop. He like, well, A lemon drop is not on the happy hour menu, but we have something similar to it, but it's not exactly the same thing. She like, oh, well, how much is a lemon drop out on the regular menu? He like $23, $24. She said, well, any other time I wouldn't even pay that for no drink, but let me go and get it. You don't mind, do you? I'm like, oh, no, go ahead. Look, for y'all say I'm being cheap, I already, and we just talking about drinks. Order what you will order if you was paying for yourself. Okay, let's move on. So he said, what about you, sir? I'm like, I just take a glass of water because right now I need to see where it's going. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just take a glass of water or whatever. So he like, okay, be right back with your drinks. So now we have a small talk. Hey, what you doing? How you been doing? And it's crazy. It took us this long to meet up and catch up and all that great stuff, right? All that great stuff. So, and I was like, so, you say you like this little spot. What do you normally get when you come here? And she was like, well, they a little pricey. So I just get the little fried truffle chicken. I'm like, oh, okay. I see somebody the little truffle honey chicken, right? She's like, oh, yeah, you familiar? I said, yeah. I done had that before. And so I'm looking at the menu real quick. I said, yeah, there it goes. It's like $37. Okay. And she said, yeah. She said, but any other time after that, if I ain't really trying to spend no money, then I just get like the chopped salad. Yeah, $17. Or I get the fried calamari. Yeah, that's 17 too. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Um, she said, what about you? I said, well, I like to try different things. I done had the honey chicken or whatever. I done had I did salads and stuff like that. Because what you got to understand is Juliet's is one of those restaurants where everything is a la carte. So that which means that your main going to come mainly by itself. Your sides is all extra. You understand me? And cool, fine. And I'm telling you, I'm looking at the menu because I'm trying to gauge what we got going on here. So don't be telling my nigga you cheap. Don't be saying I'm cheap, man. So now the waiter has come back to take our orders. He bring the drinks and then he taking our order. So he's like, ma'am, what would you have today? And she said, I would like to try. So what y'all don't understand, when somebody say they like to try, then they talking about something brand new. She say she only eat the chicken here, $37. So she say she would like to try. And so when she say that, I'm already getting ready to go down into the menu. And she said, the steak. Fucking steak is not chicken, but okay, steak. Okay, we got the filet mignon and we got the ribeye. He said, well, which one? Would you like the filet mignon or the ribeye? I'll take that ribeye. Oh, that's $85. Okay, cool. Well, hey, baby wants steak, she wants steak. She gets steak because, she looking nice. Okay, cool. And she look like this is what she do. She's upper echelon, whatever. He say, okay, yeah, what about side? She said, yeah, I'm going to get a side, but also, I'm going to get a side, but also, she say, let me try that fried twin lobster tail. I said, oh, you going to surf and turf it up today, huh? She's talking about, well, might as well, since you being so nice to take me out. Normally I wouldn't get stuff like this, but since you, I ain't gonna say roaching tendencies right now, but I'm looking for the raid. Oh yeah, don't forget. Come on, let's go down to the menu. Okay. They fried this roasted lobster tail. Oh, she said twin fried lobster tail. Oh, yeah, that's $75. Okay, so we got that $75 lobster tail. There's two of them, and then we got that 23-ounce ribeye steak. Yeah. So she can't possibly want a side. She said, yeah, and for a side, I'll take that fried calamari. Did y'all come down with me to the menu? Come on. $17.50. Okay, 85, 75, 17. Okay. He said, what about you, sir? I said, let me get the crab cake. He said, that's it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, and another glass of water. She said, that's all you gonna eat? I said, yeah, yeah, I said, yeah, I'm good for right now. You know what I'm saying? If we end up going somewhere else after this, I want to be comfortable. I don't want to be too full. She say, oh, okay. I ain't never had the crab cake. I need to taste. I would like to taste yours. It's, okay. So now, you would taste my mother crab cake. You didn't order. Uh, now my spidey senses are tingling a little bit more. But once again, baby girl look well put together. And I see on her IG, she likes to travel and she be here and she be there. And she be acting like she on her boss shit. You know what I'm saying? She got a job, she entrepreneur and everything. So I'm like, okay, well, while waiting on our food, let me get to know more about you. I see you like to travel a lot. She's like, yeah, I try to get out of town whenever I can. And I say, well, what was the last place you been? And she say, oh, um, I just been down to Kima. I mean, I know it's not out of town, but I was down to Kima. I said, yeah, but I thought on your IG you was in Miami recently. She said, I love Miami, but I ain't been to Miami in years. I said, oh, I must have been looking at the wrong page because it looked like you were just in Miami like last month. And she said, boy, nah, I was down there in Kima. I just posted and tagged Miami. You know, all you got to do is just get the water, jet skis, and a palm tree. Hell, ain't nobody going to know the difference. I'm like, oh, okay, 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 okay. And she said, yeah, what's so funny is back in December, I posted I was in New York, and everybody believed I was in New York. It was December; it wouldn't even snow, and I wasn't even New York. I had took that picture downtown in Houston. Like, I was down here in Houston, and I took that picture. I said, yeah, I did see that damn picture. It sure wasn't no fucking snow in it. I say, oh, I say, I guess, man. But I can't be sitting here judging because, I know a lot of people that put on for social media. It's a lot of rich, broke people on social media. It's a lot of workers that's bossing on social media. So maybe whatever. That's fine. I say, oh, okay. I said, so what you do for a living? She say, collect this child support. I say, huh? She said, oh yeah, yeah, ain't got no job, man. I got 3 different baby daddies and all them dudes on child support, and I can do fine with being on child support because I stay at my mama house anyway. I knew I seen this girl in a goddamn condo, high rise apartment. Whatever. I'm not gonna even go there. I'm not gonna even go there. And I said, oh, okay. I said, oh, okay, that's what's up, man. I said, hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Um, And I said, well, you know what? I'm impressed. She said, why? I said, because by us not really being that familiar with each other, I'm surprised, and I'm kind of impressed that you was willing to catch an Uber to meet me out, and I hope it's because I made you feel comfortable over the week of conversation and whatever, and that's special, and then that you assuming if everything go great with us, then we can go move around for the rest of the night. She talking about, oh, that ain't no problem. Plus, I ain't got no car. My car been broke down. I'm already hiding it in my mama's garage because repo trying to get it or whatever. So, best thing for me to do was to Uber up here anyway. My mama wasn't gonna let me use her car. She said I keep tearing up her stuff. So I ain't worried about it. It was no big deal. Yeah, I already see. I was gonna come back and tell y'all about this story here, cause see, y'all don't be believing me. So moving forward, the food comes to the table. The food looks good, smell good. I mean, you can't expect nothing less from this type of place here. Here come her steak, her fried twin lobster tails, okay, and her fried calamari. And I'm sitting here with my little 2 crab cakes and my 3rd glass of water. I sit there and watch her take a little flap, take a little napkin and, tuck that boy a little bit. She took half that steak now, cut it down the middle. One of the halves she cut down the middle, she sliced it up in little squares. Okay, she got a little etiquette. I see what she's doing here. And then she, went over and pulled the meat out the lobster and, moved the shells and everything. Okay, cool. So I'm baby biting my crab cake because the amount of food she got going on, I know I'm gonna finish these before she get finished. So I'm gonna try to time it, and so yeah, so I'm like, yeah, so you got 3 kids, huh? She's like, yeah, I got 2 girls and a boy, or whatever. She said, matter of fact, speaking of my kids, if you don't mind, I told them I bring them back some food when I come back home. So maybe we can order some from him, from here for them. Yeah, come on. Let's come on. Let's go back to the menu. Let's see if we see kids menu on here. Shit, main dessert sides a la carte. Let's flip it because I ain't see kids on the front. Oh, on the back there's nothing. Let's flip it back. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. We. I mean, you need me to, you know, we can drive by a McDonald's drive-through and you can grab them something. You know what I'm saying? And she like, my kids don't eat no McDonald's. Well, I tell you one thing, your kids ain't about to eat Juliet's. I'm not even taking my own goddamn kids from Juliet's. Is you crazy? Huh? Is you crazy? Cool, fine. Now it's not that much conversation going on because now we eating and I'm drinking my 3rd glass of water and everything, and I'm down to my last little crab cake. I look over at her. She has demolished half of the steak. She killed one lobster tail and half of the other one. So now she got half a steak and she got a half of a lobster tail left. And then the waiter came over and said, are y'all enjoying your food? Everything tasting good? And I'm just like, man, the crab cakes, they great, man. I love them. I get them all the time. And he said, what about you, man? How was the steak? She said, well, I really didn't like the steak. I look over at the damn plate. Had the steak gone. He like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What was wrong? She said, well, I asked for medium rare, and this steak was like medium rare to well done, and that's not how I like my steaks. That's not what I wanted. And she said, and the lobster tail seemed like a little overcooked to me. I look over at the lobster tail. It's only half of the shit that survived. Only half of the tail survived. So he like, well, ma'am, but I noticed you didn't ate majority of your food. Like, if it wasn't to your liking, it would have been good if you would have let me know when you got your plate. And I'm thinking like, yeah, when you sliced it down the middle, you should have realized that this is not what you wanted. And she's like, well, yeah, but I'm telling you now, so what's the problem? He said, well, ma'am, it's really not a problem, but the issue might be that you have eaten majority of your food, and now it's becoming, now you saying that it wasn't to your liking. And he looked over at me, and I'm looking at him like, my crab cake was cool. And then she said, well, I need to talk to the manager. And he looked over at me, and I seen in his eye to my eye, we both said, it's some roaching going on here. Yeah, it started with the lemon drop, but I didn't know right then and there. So he said, well, no problem, I get the manager. He looked at me and just walked off. So I said, hey, I said, yeah, what's up? Like, yeah, why you didn't say nothing at first? We got your food. And she looked at me like, look, first of all, you don't have a problem because your crab cakes was right. You ate yours. If I'm not satisfied with the food that you buying, I'm trying to do you a favor. So best you could do is support me. I'm looking at her like, support. You got enough support from your baby daddies, and I think you around here try to pull a stunt or whatever. And she like, and I best believe they gonna have to remake my order. And this food right here, yeah, they're not gonna take it back. And I'm in my head like, Mama Roach, yeah, you right. Because I don't think they're gonna remake the whole order and give it to you for free. But one thing you can do is take them to the baby roaches. You gotta help. Yeah, I call them baby roaches because let me tell you something. What Mama roaches have? baby roaches, and I'm gonna sit in front of a mama roach right now. And I don't care about y'all talking about don't be calling them kids roaches. Mama roach have baby roaches, and them little roaches finna eat the half a steak and a little ass piece of lobster tail. And so the manager come back over and she give him the whole rundown. And he say, ma'am, I can only give you two options. We could discount your food. We could discount your food, or we can just remake the steak for you, but we can't fill your whole order. And she acted a fool. I can't believe this. That's why I don't come to places like this. Whoa, wait a minute. You say this your spot? You said this was your spot. She's like, I don't come to places like this because y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all just got all these little fancy lights and all that little soft music going on in the background, trying to make it seem like y'all better than and bigger than what y'all supposed to be. But this food ain't this food and shit anyway. And I'm like, hey, calm down, calm down. Roach Keita, Roach Shonda, calm down because you ate most of your food. She said, well, what I supposed to do? To sit here and starve? Like I'm supposed to sit here and starve because they couldn't make my food right? And I'm like, she is turning this shit around. Yeah, I'm looking at the manager like, it's not me. It's not me. I like my crab cake. My crab cakes. And can I get another glass of water? And she like, I just can't believe you gonna sit here and just let them mess over me. And I'm like, boy, this butt plug them wasn't that damn bad. And so the manager was like, well, ma'am, that's all we can offer you. And she like, why would I care about you giving me a discount on some food he gonna pay for in the first place? Like, this not even no shit I normally give when I get here, come here anyway. I'm a salad and I like the truffle chicken. And I'm like, bitch, yeah, that truffle chicken was $37. Yeah, now you around here trying to con these people out of some more food because you trying to be slick and you going to take some to baby roaches and maybe give some to grandma roach too because she the one home watching your damn kids. And so the manager say, well, what would you like? She say, well, just give me the discount and wrap this up. I say, yeah, please, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. See, this what I know it's a lot of y'all out there that like to get your food and y'all trying to con these places, and there ain't nothing really wrong with the food. And you'll eat most of your food or some of your food, or you'll fuck around, play around in it, and then want to get the calling the manager over, try to see what you can get for free or get half off. You know what I'm saying? Roaching. This is what this is, roaching. And I'm gonna tell you another thing that roaches. This is how you recognize you can spot a roach. If a roach, you go out, take somebody out to dinner and they get something that they normally wouldn't pay for their own self. Hold on, baby girl. You mean tell me you wouldn't treat yourself to a $80, $90 meal, $100 meal, but you expect somebody else to treat you to one? You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you what I do. If somebody gonna treat me, and if I'm gonna go, let's say if I go to, let's just use Papacitos, and what I like to get from Papacitos might cost $30, $35. I'm not gonna order that. I don't give a damn if the girl say order whatever you like. I'm not gonna order that. I'm gonna drop it down to just a regular little whatever, little taco, enchilada, some little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But if I am paying, then I'm gonna pay for what I like, and then I'm gonna let you do your thing, though. But I'm not saying you gotta follow the rule, but we talking about some common decencies, man, some etiquette stuff, some non-roach-like behavior is what I'm talking about. So she and showed her ass in here and caused a scene. I'm on my fifth glass of water because now I'm nervously drinking. And so she like, yeah, let me just get half and just to wrap the rest of this stuff up. And I say, yeah, dinner is over. So you gonna call your Uber or something? And she said, Uber? What you mean? I thought I was gonna ride. I thought we was gonna go somewhere else. I said, nah, I don't feel comfortable with going nowhere else with you right now. I'm sleepy. I'm kind of sleepy also, and yeah, I'm just not feeling it anymore. And she's like, well, now I'm not calling no Uber, so either you can drop me off or we can keep moving around for the rest of the night. And I said, baby girl, I think it's best that you just kind of call your Uber because I don't really feel like if I get you in my car, that I'm gonna be able to get you out my car. And she like, boy, please, ain't that damn serious? I said, well, I tell you what, ma'am. I'll be right back. I'm finna go to the restroom. I get from the table. I head to the restroom. I seen my waiter over there at the the register at the little computer putting the stuff in, and so I kind of stood in the hallway of the restroom to see where she was at, and then I looked over. Psst, psst. He like, yeah, what's going on? I said, look, check this out, bro. Here go my credit card. Go ahead and go and ring me out. Go and ring me out. He talking about, do you want me to take your receipt off? No. Meet me. I'm finna go ahead and wash my hands. Meet me back right here with my card and my receipt. And I apologize for Big Roach right there. But I take care of you on the tip. But what you need to do is go over there and talk to her, distract her, and I'm out of here, player. He like, huh? I say, yeah. He say, I don't blame you. Yep.